York may be a wonderful town, so is York. From the marvel of its glorious minster to the fascination of its narrow medieval streets. Built around a self-governing Roman state named Eboracum, the city became Eoforwic when the Saxons settled, then Jorvik under the Vikings, and finally simply York. Today, as you wander through its cobbled passageways, past and present easily intermingle. The shambles were once lined with butchers' stalls, which is why shambles became the term for a scene of carnage. Today they're the most tranquil. York didn't suffer too much damage in World War II, nor did it have a great fire like London, so much of its remarkable historical heritage has remained intact. A multitude of museums tells the story of York. The guidebook names them all, but the city itself is better than any museum. If, in your desire to leave no stone unturned, you suddenly begin to wilt, there's a much more relaxing alternative to Shanks's pony. This is the right kind of horsepower to get you round York and save on the shoe leather. You get a nice bit of commentary from the drivers and a nice comfy seat in these little wagonettes. Remember the grand old Duke of York who had 10,000 men? Today, of course, Prince Andrew has inherited the title, which traditionally goes to the monarch's second son. We're just going through one of the gates of the city. As you see, these spectacular walls, which I've been told were built by William the Conqueror and refurbished by the council. Not quite true, they were built just after William the Conqueror, but they're pretty old, and they look pretty wonderful. The Normans were here too, of course. How could I have forgotten them? Medieval York was England's second city. It's still the second most important religious centre. The Archbishop of York is the Primate of England, while the Archbishop of Canterbury is the Primate of all England, a fine distinction. York Minster has you on your knees, metaphorically in awe if not in prayer. The largest Gothic cathedral in the country, begun in 1220. Below the mighty organ, this 15th century choir screen is lined with statues of every English king from William I to Henry VI. They range either side of the entrance to the choir, which curiously isn't in the centre. Since there are 15 statues, the arrangement is asymmetrical. Whether you're impressed by the sheer size of the Five Sisters window or intrigued by details like the clock with Gog and Magog striking the quarter hours, in York Minster you just run out of superlatives.